and gentlemen, we are live on the LI Sports Network getting ready for a matchup between the Columbia University Lions and the Penn State University Harrisburg Nittany Lions. Travis Quigley here on the call. Up top, our producer tonight is Gabe Takuri. Important matchup here for these two sides. Columbia looking to keep rolling. A slow start for them after winning the Ivy League tournament. Picked up a couple of wins at the Ice Hutch, a big win over Stony Brook, and then a big win over the Stevens Institute of Tech. Now they want to roll here against an Empire foe in the Penn State University Nittany Lions. For Harrisburg, two-game trip here to Long Island this weekend, playing Columbia tonight, playing Farmingdale tomorrow night, and they want to make a statement in the Empire Conference as well, looking to have a firm first year in the ECHC and want to get things rolling on this weekend trip here tonight in Queens. Couple minutes left in warm-ups. We're going to throw it back up top for Gabe Takuri. And again, Columbia, Penn State, opening puck drop. We're not going to have an ice cut. We're going to get right to it at the conclusion of warm-ups. Once again, Travis Quigley here on the call, Gabe Takuri, our producer, here on the LI Sports Network. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the LI Sports Network. Back home for Columbia at the World Ice Arena. No more games at the Ice Hutch. We are here in Queens once again. Don't have to make the trip over the bridge to the Bronx. Columbia Lions, Penn State Harrisburg Lions, just about ready to go. Warm-ups have concluded, and we're going to get a special playing of the national anthem here tonight. We have the honorary flag staff from the NYPD here. anthem has been played. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Empire Conference Hockey here at the World Ice Arena. Columbia University Lions tonight on the visiting bench. We usually see them on the home bench. Penn State Harrisburg Nittany Lions wearing their navy blue uniforms, white stripes going right to left. It's Ronan Robinson for Columbia wearing their white uniforms going left to right, first and third. Puck gets chipped in. Columbia looking to get to work. Immediate check down low as Penn State look to break things out. A stick check and the puck taken away there by Ronan Robinson, who's into the zone. Quick shot, and it's stopped up. Avazov slides it low for Lerner, looking out front for Murray. It was paddled aside by the Penn State starting netminder, Nolan Harner. Shot on goal there, and it's smothered. Whistle taken. Penn State win the face-off around the wall, and up the boards the puck goes. Settle down. 2-on-2 battle. Minute gone here in the opening frame. Harrisburg look to break out. Robinson keeps it in. Hits Avazov on a backhand pass. Trying to go short side, but hits the glass. Nittany Lions clear, and it's a foot race for it. Skatarczyk chasing after it with Hansen on his back. Skatarczyk stretch pass for Avazov. Enters the zone. Gretzky curls back. Slides it over to Sloan. Sloan throws one on goal. It gets blocked and sent long. Racing ahead for Penn State. 3-on-2 around Daniels. Pass back door. That goes off the skate of Dylan Bott. Daniels stops it up. Slides it ahead to Cal Robinson. And Cal hits Avazov. Avazov, little inside-out move. And he's going to spin move through two defenders. Slides it across to the point. Back over to Daniels. Daniels with a snapshot. Hits a body in front. Calidor Robinson back down low. It's Sloan. Wins the battle. Pass is blocked. Recovers it. Looking to go cross point. It's picked off. Hansen with a flip and will change. Daniels long to Avazov. Settles it down. Looks to put it into the zone. Gets stuffed up. And it goes across to McConchy. McConchy cuts in. Again 3-on-2 for the Nittany Lions. Wraparound try. Save made. We get a whistle. Draw one back to Ronan Robinson. Ronan looking for an outlet. Moves ahead for Skatarczyk. Skatarczyk to the middle. And him and Sloan inadvertently crashed into each other. It's back with Ronan. Ronan hit the skates of Cal. Sloan plays it across. And hits the wall. He'll recover it himself and dump it in. Harner out, stops it, rims it on the backhand. McConchy through the middle of the ice into the zone. Petros with a shot. That one's parried away. Not an easy save to make. It's Frank Bowl in the net for the Lions. Middle for Ronan Robinson. He's taken down, drawing a penalty. Malter picks up the puck. As soon as Penn State touch up, we're going to get the whistle. 2-minute power play here for Columbia. Avazov, Daniels, Skatarczyk, Lerner, and Ronan Robinson on the ice for Columbia. It's Capiro in the box. Penn State able to clear it out immediately. Avazov drops it through the skates, continues to wheel, but loses the puck. Ends up knocking down the clearing attempt, moves it across ice to Skatarczyk. Skatarczyk drives wide on the zone entry, looking to set up here on the man advantage. Point for Daniels. Hits Avazov. Trying to find a lane. Continues to roll before dropping it back. Troy Daniels, D to D. It's with Lerner. Has a catch with Daniels. To the goal line, Skatarczyk looking at the bumper spot, broken up and cleared. Boal leaves it out for Daniels, and he'll lead the breakout now. Daniels continues wide, just straight up the boards. 4.5 gone here in period 1. Lerner at the point. For Robinson, Avazov. Back for Lerner, now to Daniels. He's gonna wind for the slap shot, hits the boards. Avazov scoops it up. One hands a pass for Daniels, shooting for a stick. Hit the back wall again. Ronan Robinson on the keep in. Avazov there to help it. Spins back towards the wall. Fakes a pass into the corner, now for Lerner. 30 seconds left on the power play. Daniels, center point. Left flank Lerner. Fakes, goes back to the middle. Again to Lerner. Goal line, Avazov, one touch to Lerner. Troy Daniels looking for a shot, fans on it. Walks to the boards, through the seam for Lerner, onto the backhand, he scores! An incredible pass from Troy Daniels, and it's Chris Lerner on the power play. 1-0 Columbia. Daniels drags the defense to him. Lerner quickly forehand, backhand. Beats the sprawling Harner. And the Lions take the 1-0 lead. Harrisburg win the ensuing faceoff. They're looking to get back on the attack. That goal came just 7 seconds left on the penalty. Off the skates of Cal Robinson in front. Boal got a piece with the paddle. Sloan plays it off the glass, batted out of the air, delayed offside here on Penn State, so they'll have to regroup. It's Ronan Robinson with the puck. Snapped over to Malter, one touch for Cal Robinson, the assistant captain. Gets the stick knocked out of the hands, and Columbia going back on the power play. Coach Evan Chang sending that same unit back out there as they look for another goal. Slashing the call. Going on Petros. Columbia possess out to the slot off the stick of Ronan Robinson. Lerner trying to keep it down low. Getting there is Avazov. Just slowing things now. Lerner on the half boards to Daniels. He'll wind and fire. That hits the outside of the net and skips all the way out to neutral ice. Now a foot race for the puck. All over it for Penn State was Sabalski, but couldn't take it away. Lerner back in the zone, drops it. And Avazov at the top of the circle. His shot gets blocked. Back for Daniels. To Lerner. Pardon me, Avazov. Over to Skatarczyk. Now Daniels, the QB. Lost it, just keeps it in. It's hacked low to Avazov by Skatarczyk. Behind the net to Lerner. Settling a rolling puck with a minute left on the power play. Up top to Daniels. Off to the side for Avazov. Big time save. think the pass was for Skatarczyk in the bumper spot. Ends up going all the way to Daniels. And he hits Avazov, who was popping off that back post. Unable to beat Harner, who gets across in time. It's Ronan Robinson with the biscuit. To Daniels. Right flank, Skatarczyk return. One-timer, blocked out of play. Right on goal off the draw. Another quick whistle. Do the face-off from the same spot. Harrisburg able to clear. More time off this penalty as Daniels will scoop behind the net. Moves it to Lerner, a little head fake and into space for Avazov. Reaches out the stick to grab it. Trying to go under the triangle of the defender Noss, couldn't get there. Back with Avazov behind the net though. He'll put it off the boards for Daniels. Pressure coming, shoots for a stick again. Skatarczyk driving through the lane, knocks it back low. Curls up top. Daniels D to D. Lerner with a shot, it's gloved. 5 seconds left on the penalty. To Petros. Over to Avazov on the face-off win. He drags and shoots. Save. Rebound still there. It's poked out and cleared all the way down. Won't be an icing as the puck was sent out before the penalty expired. We are back at 5-on-5 hockey now. Over the line. Skatarczyk drops to Avazov. High slot. Ronan Robinson. Beautiful stick save. It's cleared out. Now a chance numbers for the Nittany Lions. It's going to be 2-on-1. Backhanded across, shot stopped up. Frank Boal, big time save for the Columbia netminder. Big stop on one end, Frank answers on the other. Harrisburg win the draw, they keep it in. Comes back up top though, Malter intercepts and clears. 1-0 lead for Columbia, 11.5 to go in the first. Ronan Robinson cuts the net once, curls back, cuts it again, and here he goes. Instead it's a blown tire. Able to just jab it ahead to Cal, who sends it into the PSU zone. Fanning on that pass, Sloan almost took it away. Instead, it's Malter who does. Little chip and chase. Back to scoop, Zidiak. And Zidiak pops it in the air, continues to turn and burn. Zidiak across the slot, one-timer. Once again, sticked away. That came off the heel of the twig of Celentino. Weak side wrap. It's held in at the point. It gets through, punched away. Frank Boal getting another clean stop there. Swiped out by Sloan. Icing is waved off. Back to get it, Colin Myers. Myers looking for a long saucer pass. It's going to be a foot race now to this puck. Skatarczyk gets there in time. Icing called. Face off one back by the Nittany Lions, but Cal Robinson all over it immediately, getting some help from Nick Sloan now. Shoveled up the boards. Sloan lost it in the skates, puts it back deep. Turnover forced. It's Sloan with a shot. Now out front, Cal Robinson, toe save made. Nolan Harner. Columbia could potentially have a couple right now if it wasn't for Harner. Penn State, another face-off win. They've been successful in the dot over the last few minutes. Trying to turn that success in the face-off circle into goals on the other side. Nick Chang intercepts that at the red, dumps it back in. Full head of steam, Peyton Smith. Off on the backhand to the high slot. Backhand, forehand, shot, save, rebound, they score! We're tied up at 1. Sobalski driving the net, gets his own rebound. Great pass into the slot, quick backhand, forehand, and it doesn't stop there, keeps driving the net, and is able to whack it over the outstretched pad of Boal. We are tied up at 1 here in the first with 9:36 to play in the opening period. Big hit thrown in neutral ice. Stepping up and playing the body, DJ Noss. Penn State getting more fired up here as Lerner gloves it down. Couldn't keep it in though. Daniels. Cross ice dump. And it's just pushed to the corner by Harner. Played long off the boards. And it ends up being a perfect stretch pass to Chirac. Chirac, it becomes a 2-on-2. Backdoor try. Boal got a piece. Back to the high slot. It's intercepted. And Avazov racing in, trying to get a breakaway. And a penalty going to be called on Avazov here. As soon as Columbia touch up, Penn State will get their first power play chance. Harner got to the bench quick. Power play for the Nittany Lions now. Avazov in the box, 2 for holding. Travis Quigley here on the call. Gabe Takuri on the camera for us tonight here at the World Ice Arena. First game back for Columbia. We're tied up at 1, and Penn State are on the power play. Columbia start the D-zone draw with a 200-foot clear. Smith leading the rush, dishing it across. Daniels steps up, playing the body. It's taken away, and Lerner sends it right back down. Smith again, skates in, took a bump from Lerner, but keeps the puck, but Daniels stepping up, knocks it out. Another long pass looking for Smith. He'll stop up. Slides it across to Hansen. Hansen wraps it around the boards, just shoveled back down low. Kept behind the net, back up top now to the point. Walking the line to the left flank. Settled down Hansen. Goes through the seam. Looking back door. Stopped up. Boal save with the toe. Puck is still free. Boal makes another stop. Now we get the whistle. Let's take another look. Great pass back door, and Boal with the left toe. Couple big time stops right there, keeping that out. D-to-D pass as the Nittany Lions win the face-off, keeping it in the O zone. 40 seconds left on Avazov's penalty. D-to-D, that shot gets through. Boal with the stop. Ronan Robinson battling, trying to get the puck on the stick to clear. Sent up to the half boards. Unger back low, return to Unger. Shoots, Boal with the glove stop. Columbia looking to get out of this unscathed, to get Avazov back on the ice for some 5-on-5 hockey.
Ronan Robinson clears, and that'll do it for this power play. Columbia do enough. Frank Boal made a great toe save. Right back in with numbers, though, come Harrisburg, as it's 5-on-5 once more. Move to Avazov, came off the backhand. Still in the Columbia zone. Ronan Robinson moves it across to Malter, hits his skate, and now Unger back in, splitting through a couple. Poke check to the corner. Big hit down low. Now a backhand pass across. Again, just push down deep. Skatarczyk settles, touch pass middle by Sloan. Malter able to jab it out. Rimmed around to the weak side, scooped by Petros. Petros gonna put it into the netting, out of play. 5:41 to go here in the first. Make sure you stick with us during intermission. We will have an interview. Coming through the dot and straight out, it's Penn State Harrisburg. Petros driving in wide onto the backhand. Out front, goes right through the blue paint. No initial shot. Columbia trying to clear. Skatarczyk can't get it out. Clean look there for Boal. And he'll cover. Avazov skates through the circle and picks it up and is wheeling into the zone. Cuts back, has to recover the puck. Trying to get to the goal line, a stick lift, and it's swiped out of the zone by Capiro. Ronan Robinson back to Daniels. Getting a piece of that was Celentino. Dumping it back in is Yothers. Lerner's first to it. Snaps a pass hard across to Avazov, who goes right over to Murray. Hit him right on the tape. Murray spins, poke checked away. Stays in the zone, down low for Avazov. Just past the outreach stick. Daniels looking to curl away from pressure. Knocked away by Capiro. Glove down, out of the air. Chopped ahead, and now here's Avazov with numbers. Avazov takes a shot, and a blocker stop there for Harner. Up to the point. Back low, it's Murray. Fans on the initial pass. Now pinned up against the wall and cleared. Harrisburg defender DJ Noss getting the puck out there. Daniels to Lerner, and Lerner took a bump, lost the puck. That goes off the outside of the cage. Good chance from Chirac. Daniels going to settle this puck down and moves it to Lerner in the middle. Across to Avazov, is behind him, so he'll cut back to get it. Now hits Lerner. Lerner with a one-on-one chance. Shot hits the stick in the way there was Zach Dullen. Stayed in. That one from the point. Gloved up and held. Clearing attempt is blocked by Sloan. Looking back to the slot. Cal Robinson couldn't turn it to a shot. Out come the Nittany Lions. Just onside, dragging the leg with Skabalski. Pass to the slot, taken away. Battle continues behind the net, though. Rimmed around to Sloan. Nice job trapping it on the boards, and clears. Delayed offside, so Daniels will slow things. Daniels taking his time through the middle. Now over to Sloan. Sloan gets the stick lifted on a clean back check from Carter Chirac. And a beautiful step at the red as Columbia looking to go back the other way. It's intercepted, though, off the bench by Hansen. Cal Robinson trying to recover the puck. Malter there to help, and Malter into space for Cal Robinson, who pokes it to Sloan. And Sloan drives in with a chance. Sloan fans on the shot, though. And Myers pushes it for Smith. Smith curls back, defended by Ronan Robinson. Cycles deep. Ronan Robinson with a poke check there. Played up top to the point. Kept at the line. Skate to stick goes Hansen. Now behind the net, out front. One-time try. Boal save with the stick. Point again. Back down low. Hansen. Cross point now. Opportunity for Myers. No shot lane as it was taken away by Malter. 2 minutes to go. Malter picks it off, touches it into space for Ronan Robinson. Ronan driving in, drops it off for Sloan. And Sloan has it taken away by Myers. Lerner coming across, trying to get the angle right. Sloan there to help play the body. It's Paul Smith with it. Winds and fires. Boal will cover. $1:32 to go. Here in this opening period, 1-1 hockey game. Back at the World Ice Arena, Columbia played their first few home games out at the Ice Hutch. One back, another save for Boal. Avazov there to lift the stick, but puck recollected. It's still out in front. Another save made. Boal trying to find it. He does. Trying to go forward off this face-off is Unger. Avazov unable to poke it out. Skatarczyk back behind the net. Plays it up the same side boards. Hammered back down deep. Now it's moved to Skatarczyk. Back off the wall into the neutral zone. Avazov a touch to Lerner. Lerner to Ronan Robinson. Trying to slide it back over. Comes off a skate and out of the zone. Murray settles down. Back to Skatarczyk. Final minute of the first. Up to the high slot, one-time try. And Karams all the way around. Lerner stops that one up. Stretches long, Avazov bats it out of the air. And Harner's gonna be forced to cover this up. Left of Harner. Draw one by Harrisburg. Dullen, weak side wrap clears. Nittany Lions couldn't settle. Let's move to Murray. Back for Troy Daniels now. D to D. Fresh pass from Murray. Off the wall to Avazov, but he overskates it. Harrisburg get it back out. Dumped back in. Lerner going to be F1 with 5 seconds to go. Puck sent long. Foot race for it. Icing was waved. One last chance for Penn State into the slot, but time expires. 1-1 after one. Goals from Chris Lerner of Columbia and Andrew Sobalski of Penn State. We'll take a look at the first period highlights here. That opening goal of the game, Troy Daniels. Beautiful look on the power play here to hit Chris Lerner, who quickly goes forehand, backhand, able to slide it past the outstretched Harner. Puck comes up top to Daniels, over to Avazov, and a good look here, also on the power play, but Harner getting over in time. Second look at a save from Frank Bowl. 2-on-1. This is the goal here for Harrisburg. Pass right out onto the tape in the slot. Backhand, forehand. And Sabalski keeps moving his feet. Able to collect his own rebound. And Barry tying the game up at 1. And we take another look at that incredible toe save from Frank Boal. And continues to battle as that puck stayed loose. Doesn't go into the net, keeps it off the goal line, and kept it tied at 1. Intermission here at the World Ice Arena. It's been a tight game so far between both line squads. Travis Quigley here with Gabe to Curry. Stay with us here during intermission. We're going to have a interview very shortly.
First intermission, Travis Quigley here with Columbia's goal scorer Chris Lerner. Chris, 1-1 after the first 20. What did you like out of the group during that first period?
Yeah, I think we had a good start. I think we were winning draws, we were getting shots on net, getting pucks deep, but I think they dominated us in the second half of that period, and so we got to come out strong here and establish a forecheck and try to get something going here. Maybe get another power play would be nice. So we'll see where we're at.
Scored a beauty of a goal. That was a great pass from Troy. What did you see on that one?
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on that cross seam in practice, trying to go from the weak side D to me, and it's been working. We have a couple things up our bag we're looking forward to bringing out, so hopefully we get a couple more here. So.
Chris, thanks for the time, buddy.
Thank you.
Second period coming up next here on the LI Sports Network. Thanks, buddy.
Awesome, thank you. Thanks again for covering.
Yep, you got it, bro. Huh? Hey, we make it work here, baby. We make it work. LISN or MSGSN? Who knows?
I would have told you to move a little bit to the left.
Yeah, it was kind of a rush thing. Second intermission, we'll do it a little better. All right. Real quick. Yeah.
You want me to hop on the mic?
Yeah. Call the game and run the cam.
No more shit in me. Todd? Go ahead and consider it go. There we go. Those demons have been vanquished. I'll go get it. I'll take it out. So stupid. It's like a fucker song. One shot on the other side.
We're back for period two here on the LI Sports Network. Penn State University Harrisburg going left to right now with one. Columbia University Lions going right to left with one after 20 minutes of hockey. It's back to Ronan Robinson, and he'll move it to Lerner. Hope you're able to catch that interview with Chris Lerner right before we came back for this period. Came in late, but Coach Evan Chang Don't want to break up his message to the group. As that's chipped ahead. Oh, wow. Couldn't get the glove over it. Harrisburg trying to get on the attack here. Avazov up at the blue, and it's forced out to Lerner. Lerner to Avazov. Into the zone, across from Murray, trying to drop it back, and quickly swiped out of the zone. Skatarczyk must delay as Columbia tag back up onside. Myers up the boards and out. Ronan Robinson with it for Skatarczyk. Trying to dangle through, it's poked away. Looking to recover now. Knocked down in the corner. Chipped ahead, potential 2-on-1 here. Now it's slid across. Driving in, potential break now to the backhand. Wide, Ronan Robinson definitely got a piece there of the stick of Hansen. Net came off, we get a stoppage. One to the boards for Ronan Robinson. Hits Skatarczyk now to Sloan. Drops it back. Now to Ronan one more time. Looking for Cal. Goes off his skate into the zone. Skatarczyk going to get called here as the arm of the official goes up in neutral ice. Racing to the bench is Harner. Columbia touch up. And there's the stoppage. Power play, PSU Harrisburg. Drew Skatarczyk going to the box here. 2 minutes. That's what the officials call his elbow. You see right in the corner of your screen there. Harrisburg control off the draw. Zidiak to the right flank, back up top, center point. Right side again, taken off the wall by Smith. Peyton Smith keeps walking. Shoots off a couple bodies. Columbia will clear. Harner way out, plays it back out to his own blue line. Sloan F1 here on the PK forecheck. They're going to break out Zidiak. Up the board, Sloan gets the angle perfect, and Daniels sends the puck down. Already 40 seconds gone on the power play. Paul Smith left it for Colin Myers. Daniels, he's going to get called for a penalty here. And now it's going to be a 5-on-3. For Harrisburg. Daniels going to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Five-on-3 advantage, and Columbia started exactly how they wanted by clearing it all the way down. Nittany Lions looking to take the lead. Up 2 men on the ice right now. Into the zone, curling back. Avazov got a piece of it with the stick again, out to center ice. Unger skates it into the zone. Curls past Ronan Robinson, then gets the stick lifted. It's tied up. Avazov off the glass and out. 30 seconds left on the initial penalty called on Skatarczyk. Back into the zone comes Chirac. Robinson there, knocks it away from him. Pops up the wall, now out into the slot. Turnover forced, looking back door. Popped up in the air, net has come off. We get another whistle. Right of Boal. Harrisburg win it, D-to-D pass. Trying to drag past Avazov, he takes it away. Slides it over to Ronan Robinson, one-on-one on a 5-on-3, puts it over the net, trying to bank it back in as it kicked back out into the low slot. 5-on-4 now. And Avazov takes it at the red. Nolan Harner back, and he'll just leave it for Peyton Smith. Ronan Robinson heads off, Chris Lerner jumps on. Play back through the middle to Smith. Knocked off the stick and out of the zone again. Played across, and Avazov did get a piece but couldn't possess. Slid over to Myers. Myers on the cross corner dump. Paul Smith first on it. Takes it around. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Daniels. Skatarczyk trying to play the body on him. Hansen up top. 5-on-5 once again. Columbia do a great job there on that 5-on-3. And now they got a 3-on-2 going the other way. Avazov has Murray and Lerner. Over to Lerner, but it bounces over the stick. Gets it back down low to Avazov. Plays it up to the point. Walking the line for Skatarczyk. Trying to keep it deep, and it's poked out. Numbers for the Nittany Lions here. 2-on-1, make it 3-on-2 now. Back across, unable to get the shot off is Hansen. Lerner out to Avazov. Avazov 3-on-1 now. Across to Murray, to Lerner. What a stop! Incredible! Avazov delays to wait for help. Hits Murray, who quickly touches back for Lerner. Murray had that wide open net. And Lerner shoveled it right back into Harner. We stay tied at 1. Wrapped all the way around. And Ronan Robinson chasing after it. Icing was waved off. Swings it to Sloan, and he'll skip over his stick and out. Ronan deep, a little over 5 gone here in the middle period. Out to the slot. And chopping at that one, clearing the zone, Calidor Robinson. Boal couldn't settle it down. Daniels trying to drag it off the yellow of the boards, was unsuccessful in his attempt, but able to take it away on a second try. Now Cal to Sloan, and Sloan throws it right on goal, hits the pad of Harner, chopped back out. Cal Robinson wins the battle at the red line, hooks a pass to Sloan that went under his stick. Daniels hits Cal Robinson, one-on-one try. Cal unable to get past the stick of Dullen. Running through the middle for Sloan, looked for a touch pass, and it's taken away. Nice move, and a shot is stopped by Boal. He'll cover. Lerner wins the faceoff. Robinson engaged in a battle behind the net, stolen away from him. Daniels comes down to help. Daniels, nice move, splitting through a couple forecheckers. Now over the line wide for Avazov, across to Murray. Beyond his reach, but collects it off the boards. Back to Avazov. 2-on-2 down low. Ronan Robinson gonna pinch in. Hits Avazov with the pass. Avazov thought about the Michigan to the slot. Hits Ronan, couldn't get the one-timer off, and now it's forced back down behind the cage. Harrisburg looking to break out. They do clear. It's flipped down this sheet. Boal's gonna have to play it. Otherwise, first on it would have been Schmelzer. It's Daniels looking long to Avazov and jumping it. Nice play was Myers. Myers gonna skate into the zone, but just a little bit too far in front. Daniels hits Avazov. Spins, nice windmill deke. A head fake, continues wide. Avazov looking up to the point, but he's going to come all the way out of the zone. Skatarczyk settles. Fakes the D-to-D pass. Now looking long for Murray. Missed the tape there. Columbia regrouping. Skatarczyk got tangled up with Celentino. Puck stays down low. Back door. Boal got a piece with the paddle. Off the glass. Murray looking to get it out. 2-on-1 as Lerner collects now. Has Avazov driving. Lerner hits Avazov. One-timer. He scores! The dynamic duo strikes again. Lerner to Avazov. 2-1 Columbia. Lerner driving into the zone. Avazov right as he readies his stick. Gets it in the wheelhouse. All he's got to do is shovel it on net. And he puts it over the goal line and in. 2-1 lead now for Columbia here in their home barn. Lyle plays it back to Skatarczyk. His high flip though, glove down, taken in by Sobalski. And a stop by Boal. Back down low for Skabarski. Gonna walk off the goal line. Another pad save for Boal. Zabarski staying with it though. Zabowski, pardon me. Into the high slot once more. Karam's off a stick, up at the point, and couldn't be held in. That puck got knocked down by Topstone Liang and comes into the zone. Lyle, the first forechecker. Scooped up, Sobalski. A drop pass. Getting a piece and parrying it away was Boal. David Gastelum skates it out. He takes a check and is knocked off the puck. Pushed back to Peyton Smith. Smith, drop pass, high slot, Boal save, rebound there, Boal covers. D-zone draw, right of Boal. Clean win back, a little too clean though for Harrisburg as it's out to neutral ice. D-to-D, Dullen stretches long. Daniels with a nice recovery as the puck was initially chipped past him. Into the zone comes Sloan. Sloan trying to battle wide, but slowed up by Dullen. Hard wrap off the skate into the middle. Smith with the stick lift. And now off to Hansen on the outside. Hansen trying to stop up. Ronan Robinson takes it away. Ronan wheeling ahead has Cal Robinson and Sloan with him. Ronan's going to shoot. Rebound goes to the corner. Sloan takes a check. Hansen drops down to get the puck. Long pass. Cal Robinson read that perfectly. Plays it back to the wall. First to it though was Harrisburg. Boal able to stop it behind the net for Daniels. Daniels takes a bump from Paul Smith. And it's turned over out to the slot. Hansen on the backhand hits the outside of the cage. He'll center it up to the point. Hansen gets it back, rolls to the middle. A stick check from Ronan Robinson, and it's out. Half the game gone, a little under half of it to go. Travis Quigley here with Gabe Takuri on the LI Sports Network. Columbia University, Penn State University, Harrisburg. 2-1, Columbia in the lead. Pass out to the slot, one-timer, that's punched out. From the point, that's blocked. Malter ahead to Sloan, one-on-one chance. Sloan trying the dangle move, and stealing it was Myers. Myers races ahead. Across to the left-hand side. Back for Myers, but skips his stick. And Daniels cuts up, goes long, and it's Avazov on a breakaway. Brandon Avazov, one-hand try to 5-hole is denied. Harner read that one the whole way. Back in comes Avazov. Poked off the stick. Cal Robinson trying to put it back deep. Harrisburg have numbers if they hurry. Cut over the line, and a poke check from Skatarczyk takes it away. Drop to Avazov, stolen. That was read perfectly. On the back check, Avazov recovers, moves it to Lerner, and now Lerner's gonna have a breakaway. Chris Lerner's in, a snapshot, save. He gets his own rebound. Off the paddle of Harner, gloved out of the air and poked out by Yothers. Avazov has to send it all the way back to regroup. Murray settles down, and Murray knocked to the ice. Turnover forced. Into the corner now. Schmelzer takes a check from Skatarczyk. Skatarczyk drops it back to Murray, and Murray will move it to Lerner out of the zone. Lerner across to Avazov, quickly batted back north, and curling up the ice is Schmelzer. Little dump and chase as Skatarczyk got in Schmelzer's way. Skatarczyk trying to bank it off the wall, off the back. It's a 50-50 that Avazov will possess for Columbia. Off the boards into space for Chris Lerner. Lerner's there, all the way across for Murray. Trying to settle it down, poked away by Stibalski. Across, and the Harrisburg captain chipping it in. Takes a check though, and could not maintain possession. Ronan for Lerner. Lerner fans on that pass. Tucking the shoulder, carrying in now Chirac, and it's forced into the corner. Ronan, weak side to Murray. Murray takes it right back where it just came from. Stolen away from him, pops out into the blue paint. Boal quick to put the glove on it. Down behind the net. Touch back out to up top. Again behind the cage. Now Malter's there to take it away. Up to the point. Off a stick and out of play. Shoveled down behind the net by Hansen. Kept in. Hansen gloves it down. Out to the slot. Sloan on the takeaway and clears. 5:50 to go. To the D and back across. Straight up and in. Daniels is there. And Daniels hits Cal Robinson. Cal into the zone. Takes a shot on goal. Rebound still sitting there. Pops up in the air. They score! Jacob Malter on the rebound. Columbia up by 2. Cal Robinson just putting it on goal. Malter got a piece. Popped up in the air. Hits the crossbar. Hits Harner in the back. And goes in. 3-1 for the Columbia University Lions. Ronan Robinson curls with possession. Looking for Murray, came off his skate. Lerner gonna glove it down, right back into the zone, knifed away. Beautiful breakout pass, and it's forced in. Daniels stepping up. Ronan Robinson gonna cut the net here. Here comes Ronan. Backhands it down low as he took a check. Myers. Couldn't clear. It's held in by Skatarczyk. Back to Lerner. Lerner curling. Looking to go to the point. And that was taken away. Stretch pass to Murray. On the turnover that was forced. Drop pass. Skatarczyk out front. Sticked away. Lerner backdoor to Avazov. He scores! Tap-in goal for Brandon Avazov. He's got 2 tonight, and it's 4-1. Skatarczyk out to the slot. It got blocked initially. Lerner there to pick it up. And Avazov sitting back post with nobody home. Just slides it into the yawning cage. Columbia up 4-1 now. 4:20 to go in this second period. Blocked shot right there for Skatarczyk. And Lerner, backhander to Murray, spins on the reception of the pass. Looking back across to Lerner. He'll settle it down now. And a turnover is forced here. Spinning pass out front. That got blocked. Daniels back checking, recovers it. Looking to put it off the wall. It ends up hitting the linesman's skate inadvertently. Tried to hop out of the way. To Lerner now at the red. Slows the game down a bit here. Slowed it down a bit too much as it's taken away by Schmelzer. Schmelzer in behind the net, and that's knocked off his stick. Up the boards, held in at the point. Shot is gloved by Frank Boal. 3:21 to go, second period. 3 goals in this period for Columbia. Face-off one, initial shot blocked into the high slot. Harrisburg holding on to it, and it goes off to the corner. That one saved. Daniels trying to get out of the zone. Was knocked off the puck and then takes a big hit behind the net as he plays it to Ronan Robinson. Cal circles back to help clear as it's thrown back in by Dullen. Ronan there, hits Malter. Malter off the boards. Nice job keeping it in there. Deuces, Kevin Zidiak. Sloan's gonna hack it out. Sloan and Zidiak in a foot race. Zidiak gets there in time. Long stretch pass, won't be an icing. Getting a piece of it was Yothers. Wins the battle over Daniels. Down to collect with Celentino. Drops it for Smith. Peyton Smith thought about the wraparound into the slot. Comes off the skate and back behind the net. Daniels to Sloan. Popped it up in the air just enough to put it over the stick of Smith and out. 2 minutes to go, second period. Daniels, first to it, and goes long to Avazov. Avazov, beautiful move, and has Sloan with him. Avazov curls, now Cal Robinson through his legs, can't get a shot off. Ton of speed now up the ice. It's Sabalski. Sabalski down low, back to the slot. Sabalski trying to jab at it. It's covered by Boal, excuse me. This has certainly been the best line for Penn State tonight. Showing off their speed since the opening puck drop. One back to the point. Moved down low. Nick Chang came off his stick. Defensive play, hooked out back in front. Chirac up the point. And his pass across the blue is taken away, and racing in is Avazov. Rolling puck onto the backhand. He is denied by Harner. The arm went up as the save was made, and I believe we're getting a penalty shot. Brandon Avazov has a penalty shot here in the second period for the hat trick. See what Avazov decides to do. See what he's looking to pull out of the tool bag here. Whistle goes, and Avazov goes. Scoops up the puck. Harner out of the paint. Off to the right-hand side. Avazov over this puck. Tries on the backhand. Harner tracks him the whole way. Makes the save. We stay 4-1 after the penalty shot for Avazov was stopped by Nolan Harner. Right of Harner for the draw. No penalty on the play. Well, the penalty counts as the penalty shot. So we stay 5-on-5. Smith over the line, drop pass. Played across, hits a skate, goes right to Boal, who covers. Inside the final minute of period 2 now. Harrisburg win it in the O-zone. And rolling and firing, Hansen. Great opportunity there. But Boal keeping that door shut here in this period. Harrisburg win it. Scissor play at the point. Another glove stop for Boal. Poked ahead by Avazov. Murray trying to clear, takes a bump on the wall. Battle continues, now poked out. And it's Lerner who drives in with the puck. Lerner takes it right onto the goal line, was looking for Avazov. It's jabbed out of the zone. 3-on-2 chance in the waning seconds. It's blocked by Skatarczyk. Cycled back low, 20 to go. Skatarczyk trying to clear in the skates of Hansen. Now poked up to Avazov, trying to hook it back to the middle. Murray there to collect. Hits Avazov with the pass. We got the arm up, delayed penalty here as Lerner gets it. Now to Murray. Murray shoots. Save made, and we get a stoppage. 4 seconds left in period 2, and Columbia will go on the power play. One last draw here in the period. Draw goes right to the boards, pinned there and held. That's going to do it. And maybe not. Got some more pushing and shoving down in the corner there. Officials step in immediately to break it up. We'll see if anything gets called coming out of that. As of right now, Columbia is going to have a minute 56 power play when we come back for the third period. Looks like there's another penalty being called on Penn State at the end of the frame. So very potentially could have a 5-on-3 when we return for the final 20 minutes of regulation hockey. Before we go to our break, as always, we will show you the recap of the period. Couple minutes in, it's Avazov here. Sliding the pass across, touched over to Lerner, and Harner. Just a beautiful save right there. Sprawling out, doing anything to get in the way of that puck. But that was it, as Columbia found the code as Lerner across to Avazov. That made it a 2-1 hockey game. And then you see this chance by Malteray here. Just a crazy carom, popped way up in the air and jumps over the line. Big goal right there to give Columbia a 2-goal cushion. And then you see here Skatarczyk driving wide. Centering the pass, it came off a couple sticks, a skate, but Lerner hunting it down, finds Avazov wide open on that back post to make it a 4-1 hockey game. Intermission here at the World Ice Arena. Again, we will have an interview coming up momentarily, and before I head down to conduct that interview, I will pass along the information that a 2-minute minor was put up on the boards, roughing call on Braden Unger, so it will be a 5-on-3 when the third period begins. Interview coming up momentarily.
Second intermission, Travis Quigley here with Columbia's third goal scorer of the game, Jacob Malter. Jacob, strong second period for you guys. What do you think led to
I think the first period, first 10 minutes, we're out there hard, got the first goal, and I think we let them get to us a little bit in that second half. And I think we just were putting our foot on the gas pedal, and now we got this 5-on-3 in the third, and we're just going to keep it up and not let them come back at all. So. Well, I didn't really have a position there to get a pass, and I saw Cal going for the shot there, and goalie let up a big rebound, slipped it over his shoulder, got a little bit of a bounce, and, puck went into the net, and that's all that matters.
They don't ask how it went, and they see it on the score sheet, Jacob Malter on the board. That's all that matters. 4-1, Columbia in the lead, third period about to start here at the World Ice Arena. Jacob, thank you so much for the time, man.
Thank you, Travis.
Travis Quigley here, taking you through the call for the third period here.
Third period is a go here on the LI Sports Network. Travis Quigley here on the call. Gabe Curry running the camera for us here tonight. 5-on-3 power play for the Lions. Just a 4-second gap between the penalties. Across the seam, it's Skatarczyk. Off the bar, does not go. Recovered and played back to Daniels. Clean sheet of ice. Gotta wonder if the puck's gonna stick at all. Skatarczyk tries to walk, it's sticked away, holds it in, he goes down, but got it to Daniels. Lerner to Daniels, over his stick and out. Daniels around the net. Snaps it to Avazov at the blue line. Turns on the Jets into the zone. Avazov all the way around, wrap around, he scores! hat trick goal on the power play. 5-1 Lions. Great take here by Avazov, and caught Harner just off the post a little bit, and then he makes it 5-1 with that wraparound tuck, beating him to the far post. Columbia fans getting loud here at the World Ice Arena. 5-on-4 power play now, as Columbia look to expand the lead. Lerner starts the rush, curls back. 3 goals tonight for Brandon Avazov. Lerner takes it all the way around the net, up to the point now. Daniels across, hits Avazov. Lerner goes back up top. Troy Daniels now, they have a catch, takes a slap shot, and it's gloved. .31 left on the power play. Skatarczyk back to Lerner. Trying to go across to Avazov. It's tipped out of the zone by Smith. And all over it, trying to knock it into the zone is Sabalski. Smith stays in the fight with Avazov, and Avazov curls away, moving it to Ronan Robinson. Ronan continues wide, tucks the shoulder before dropping it to Lerner. He'll fire, hits the back wall. Unger getting ready to come out of the box as Lerner collects the pass. Cycles it deep, we're 5-on-5 again. Harrisburg possessing now. Over the red, across, Ronan Robinson taking it away. Charging down the ice, drops it outside to Avazov. He'll shoot, and he scores! Make it 4 for Brandon Avazov. Just a top corner snipe. .6-1 lead, and Avazov's got 4 of them. Chipped out, foot race down the sheet. Trying to go skate to stick there was Unger, was unsuccessful in his attempt. Harrisburg looking to keep it pinned in. Nick Chang will stop this one up. Goes through the middle, came up the skate of Cal Robinson. Out of the zone, go Columbia. It's taken away, swatted back by Robinson. Malter to Sloan. Unger weaving in, nice move. Was able to get past Chang, but stopped up in the slot. Now gets it in the high slot, he scores! Far down snipe right there. Looking to slow down this Columbia momentum. It's 6-2 now, what a shot. Great pass into the high slot, Unger made no mistake. Into the Columbia zone, and Ronan Robinson looking for a long stretch to Murray. It's going to be a foot race. Murray gets there to beat out the icing. And Avazov trying to hook it out into the slot, taken away, knocked down by Skatarczyk. Skatarczyk engages in battle. Robinson there to help. Slides it to Lerner. Lerner chip and chase. And Lerner took a check right on the Zamboni door. And Zamboni door went flying open there. So we got a replay of that. Lerner stayed on the ice, did not go through. Trying to fix that Zamboni door. We're going to take a pause here as we try to get this Zamboni door issue settled. Got some rink crew now working on it, so take a quick pause here. Hopefully back with more ACHA hockey in just a moment.
driving over wood block.
Doors fixed, we're back. 6-2 hockey game, 16 minutes to go. A long stretch pass chance here for the Nittany Lions. But Boal will keep that door closed. It's a great look. Right off the defensive zone draw. Went to a phenomenal opportunity for Hansen. Back to the point. Move down low. Again from the point, that hits the back boards. Ronan Robinson starts the breakout. Ronan hits Murray. Murray over the line. Off to the corner. First touch. Harrisburg. Paul Smith tried to drop pass, lost it. Ronan Robinson in, gonna get called for a penalty. Cross-checking call going on Ronan Robinson here. 15:26 to go in the third, and a power play for Penn State. Chance to see some momentum as they look to battle back in this game. Down by 4, still a lot of hockey to be played. And they control possession off the faceoff. Across to the left flank. Shot with a screen. Bowl did get a piece. Hit a stick on the bench. Faceoff gonna go back inside. Another win for the Nittany Lions. It's controlled behind the net. Sobalski makes a pass, gets it returned. Now goes to the goal line, walking out, shooting, just missed. Went straight out of play. What an opportunity off the goal line for Carter Chirac. Penn State got a lot of life here in this third period. Up to the blue. It's possessed before Avazov's able to take it away. Pokes it ahead, trying to get it to Lerner. But back in time is Chirac. Chirac moves it ahead. Sobalski. Sobalski keeps going until Daniels angles him off to the glass. Takes the puck away. Now a 50-50 battle continues off to the corner. Wrapped around the net up top. It's moved to Unger. Unger goes through the seam. Skate to stick, back door. Myers was looking, nobody there. It's collected by Chirac. Chirac back to the slot. Daniels settles it down, but Sobalski takes it away out front. Phenomenal defensive play there, and Avazov using the shoulder to protect the puck. Got it to Lerner, and a high flip clears. Glove down, skated back into the zone by Myers. Tucks the shoulder, going wide, and a big time stop. Frank Boal again with that left pad. 15 seconds left on the power play. Daniels trying to clear, couldn't, stopped up by Hansen. Hansen takes it in behind. Leaves it for Smith, now to the point, and Avazov jabs it out to neutral ice. Avazov, spin move to the net, backhand, save made. 5-on-5 hockey once again. Icing waved off, so Boal leaves it for Skatarczyk. Reverses to Malter. Malter to Avazov, touch middle, Cal Robinson, but just overskated it. And Paul Smith will dump it back in. Skatarczyk behind his own net, rims it around. Racing to hold the line successfully was Noss. Avazov with some time and space here. It's Nick Chang. Chang redirects it, goes into the Harrisburg bench. Out of play, he'll stay at center ice. Harrisburg with it. Into the zone, Celentino forced low by Ronan Robinson. Puck does pop out in front. Boal trying to find it, eventually covers. Poke check at the red line. 2-on-1 for the Nittany Lions. Just broken up by Skotarsik. On the back check. A couple bodies hitting the ice up against the half boards. Skotarsik pinching up. Cal Robinson blocks that dump in. It's still forced down low though. Winning the position battle, but shooting wide for Harrisburg was Schmelzer. Snap D to D. Zidiak into the zone. Backdoor try right over the stick of Celentino. Avazov gets the puck out. It's wrapped very hard around into the zone. It's going to be a 2-on-1 off the half wall as Harrisburg were a lot more urgent getting to that puck. Boal again with the paddle, able to keep it close and get a whistle. Played up the wall to Murray. Dumped in. To Daniels. Daniels hits Avazov. Touch for Murray. And Murray slides it outside to Lerner. Lerner on a drop pass from Murray. Looking to the high slot. Taken away by the Nittany Lions and cleared. Lerner. He's trying a one-touch pass. Petros, nice move on the outside, looking to stuff it. It's punched down out of the air. Lerner with it now. Looking long to Avazov. Takes a couple of hops, settled, and swatted back to the red line. Cross corner dump with 10:30 to go. And a big collision up against the wall. McConchy was trying to play the body on Daniels, and he got the worst end of that one. Hits a glove on the bench. We get another stoppage. Penalty being called here. Penn State going to go back on the power play. Good start to the PK here as they're able to send the puck all the way down through the middle of the ice for Smith. Daniels steps up on him, takes it away, and slings it 200 feet. Puck's dumped in. Ronan Robinson and Zidiak chasing after it. It's still stuck up on the half boards as Sloan swoops in and gets that one out. Great job from Columbia on the PK here. 4-goal lead with 9:20 to play in regulation time. Myers on the near side. Drags it wide on Ronan Robinson. It's Ronan and Cal with Sloan and Daniels on the PK. Over to Hansen. Hansen finding a lane. Boal finding it in the glove. Power play continues with Daniels sending it down. .30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Sabalski, ton of pace, cuts over the line. He's tied up currently with Avazov. Trying to backhand it out is Brandon, but whiffed on it. Puck slid over. Now a chance. That's deflected. Boal, another stop. Tied up in the circle before going back to the point. Nice keep in at the blue line. Now that's going to pop out, and Avazov turns up for a breakaway. It's Avazov tucking the shoulder. He scores! He's got one at even strength. He's got one on the power play. Now talk to him, Shorty. He's got a shorthanded goal. 5 on the night. It's 7-2. Back to 5-on-5 hockey now after the shorthanded goal from Brandon Avazov. Restored the 5-goal lead. We do have a delayed penalty. On to the bench goes Harner, and the breakout will start here with Zidiak. Still a delayed penalty as the Nittany Lions enter the zone. Thrown in hard. Back around the wall. Lerner's going to touch it first. Power play coming here for Harrisburg. Columbia win the draw up the boards. It's kept in. Skate to stick goes Zidiak and puts it on net. Boal, another stop. Travis Quigley and Gabe to Curry here taking you through the action tonight. Should say now into early Saturday morning here on the LI Sports Network, live at the World Ice Arena. First game back at World for Columbia after playing their first couple of home games at the Ice Hutch in Mount Vernon. Making the trip to the Bronx. Now here in Queens, it's going to be a 2-on-1. Avazov and Lerner again. Lerner fires a shoulder stop. Avazov whacks it back out up top. Would have been a delayed offside. Instead, 2-on-1 Penn State over the line. Dragging, going back door. Not able to tuck it in. Thought Hansen was going to shoot that one. Instead, dished across to Paul Smith, came off the toe of the twig, and went just wide. Net came off, so we got a whistle. Battle in the corner, out to the slot, jump by Skatarsik, who clears. Minute left on the power play. Skatarsik step up, plays the body on Sobolski. Harrisburg continue on the attack. To the middle, Sobolski, it's blocked. Cal Robinson in the way. Toe drag, nice move, pretty dangle there, just wide off the stick of Unger. Showing off the mitts, up to the point, gets it back. Unger rolls the circle, across Sobolski, stick save. Frank Boal just getting a piece. Take another look at that one. Great passing here from Penn State. Exactly what you're looking to do on the power play setup. Get some forwards, maybe a defender to chase, open up that seam pass. And Sobolski able to step into one that Boal just got with the knob. Ronan Robinson over the line, stops up, cuts middle, and it's a glove save that is made by Harner. Only game of the weekend for Columbia. Penn State Harrisburg back at it tomorrow night against Farmingdale. That game also here on the LI Sports Network. Cal Robinson drops it back for Nick Chang. Chang across to Murray, pass was blocked. Chang keeps it in though, and Ronan Robinson will skate it out. Getting set to return to 5-on-5. Now it is 5-on-5 once again as even strength hockey commences and a turnover's forced. Potential numbers for Hansen, protecting it on the backhand. Now to the slot, chance here for Smith. Put it off the bar. 5:15 left in this contest. Back to the point, kept in at the line. As Colin Myers had to step up for that one. Penalty coming up here. Looks like it's going back on Columbia. Calidor Robinson headed to the box, 2 for hooking. Harrisburg back on the power play as we enter the final 5 minutes of this hockey game. Head fake and into the zone, it's Zidiak. Zidiak keeps the shoulder tucked all the way around. Off the wall. Back with Zidiak. That hit a body and kicks to the corner. Ronan Robinson gets it out. Gastelum on the stick lift. Slowed up Harrisburg just enough on the zone entry. Now they set up just 4 men in, and a save made by Boal. Rebound to the corner. Off the boards, and Avazov on a stick lift of Unger, able to get the puck out. Myers, pressured by Robinson. Ronan all over him, he's knocked to the ice. Gastelum joins the fray, and Avazov digs it out. Avazov keeps driving, almost splitting through. Instead, it's knifed away by Noss, and Noss races ahead 3-on-2. Daniels, a sweeping poke check, knocks it beneath the goal line. Dug out of the pile by Smith. Peyton Smith across, hit a leg. Sobalski there. 40 left on the man advantage. Back to Sobalski from Noss. His shot's blocked by Daniels. Daniels settles, starts to curl, moves it to Avazov, and he'll slow things down here before flipping it long to get the clear. Starting the breakout as Harner leaves it out. Harrisburg keep going, looking for another one on the scoreboard. Out to the slot. Now backdoor, one-time try. Boal, glove stop. Zidiak back over. Hansen drags and shoots, blocking it. Topstone Liang. Right as Cal Robinson gets out of the box. 3:03 to go. 7-2 the score line. Live at the World Ice Arena on the LI Sports Network. Travis Quigley here with Gabe Takuri. Put into the Columbia Lions bench. May Lyle gets through the circle and clears on the D-zone draw. Turnover forced by Liang at neutral ice, but splitting in to take the puck was McConchy. McConchy shoots, but he hits the glass. 2.5 remaining, back to the point. Zidiak slides it over. Stick save, rebound still loose. Topstone looking to clear, he does. Dullen goes long. Right back in go Columbia. She's eating more time here. Dumped back in by O'Sullivan. Petros now. O'Sullivan defending. Save, rebound, covered quickly. $1:50 to go. Columbia looking to hold on here. 5-goal lead. Closing in on another victory, their first here at the World Ice Arena this season. Another stop for Boal. Up the wall and flipped out by Sloan. Puck gets settled down by Myers. Myers looking long. One touched off the wall, recollected by the others. Blocker save, rebound, still in the slot. Arm up of the official. Another penalty going to be called here. Sloan to the box here, 2 for tripping. So closing in on the final minute of this hockey game, and Harrisburg will go on another power play. Look to tighten the gap a little bit before that final buzzer. Face-off was won. And they move it back down the boards across the seam. Cal Robinson gets a piece. Skatarczyk able to clear. Schmelzer collects the puck around the net. Ronan Robinson forces him behind. Cal there to help. Puts it off the back of the net to Skatarczyk, who clears. Just 40 seconds to go. Through the middle, off the stick of Hansen. Hansen gets in there, reverses it back. Unger to Hansen. 20 left, center point. Zidiak's gonna walk it in and shoot. Blocker save. Puck behind the cage one more time. Up to Hansen. Continues to walk down the half boards. Ronan Robinson tried jumping on it. To the net goes Celentino. Slides it middle. It's blocked. 3 seconds left. One last shooting attempt. Boal gloves it. A lot of pushing and shoving. Clock's just going to run here. That's going to be it. It's going to be a 7-2 final. Columbia pick up the victory here tonight over the Penn State Harrisburg Nittany Lions. A big-time win for Columbia here. They keep rolling. As mentioned during the pregame introduction, they started 25-6 off hot, winning the Ivy League tournament, but came back home and kicked off the regular season a little bit slower than they expected. Dropped the first couple of games, but now they're on a bit of a heater. Rolling here, picking up the dub over Penn State Harrisburg in an Empire play, and 2 big Empire games on the docket for Columbia next weekend. Plenty of momentum for the Lions. Penn State Harrisburg back in action tomorrow night, squaring off against the Farmingdale State Rams. That game's going to be at the Northwell Health Ice Center, and of course it will be live on the LI Sports Network, so you Penn State Harrisburg fans that couldn't make the trip to New York this weekend will have the coverage, so you are able to watch your beloved Nittany Lions. 7-2 the final score here. Columbia picking up the victory. We'll show you the third period highlights. And before we check out of here tonight, we will have a post-game interview with Coach Evan Chang and with our first star of the game. Avazov kicking off the third period hot with a wraparound goal right there. Ronan Robinson dropped one off to Avazov, and Brandon picking that top corner. Just continues to extend the lead, made it 6-1, and then that pass out front for Unger made it 6-2, gave Penn State some life. A lot of hockey left. Then we saw that hit, which caused about a 10-minute delay as Lerner got put to the Zamboni doors and just absolutely broke open. See a great opportunity here. As driving in was Myers, and Boal makes a nice stop. And here comes Avazov on a breakaway chance. Short-handed, able to tuck it in 5-hole. His 5th of the night. That made it a 7-2 hockey game. We see some great passing here from the Nittany Lions. Boal with the knob of the twig, keeping it out. And we'll get another look at one last highlight save here for Frank Boal, who certainly brought his A game tonight to the World Ice Arena. Gonna head downstairs now. We've got our post-game interview coming up, as mentioned, with our first star of the game and with Coach Evan Chang. So stick with us momentarily. We'll have the interview coming up shortly. Travis Quigley here with our first star of tonight's game, Columbia's netminder, Frank Bull. Frank, you made a ton of really key saves tonight. Talk about the play of the team. A little bit shaky to start, but the second and third, you guys were really strong.
You know what? That was a really big game on our schedule, and we came into it knowing we had to play well. I think, yeah, it was a little shaky in the first, but we kind of settled down. Everyone played their role. And
Got to apologize for that, folks. Our wireless camera died right as we got to the end of the interview with the starting netminder, first star of the game, Frank Bull. Unfortunate circumstances, wanted to get an interview with Coach Evan Chang, but not going to hold the crew up while we're charging batteries here. It's a late night, Friday night, now Saturday morning. Nonetheless, Columbia 7, Penn State 2. Want to thank you all so much for sticking with us tonight through this long Friday night of hockey. ACHA hockey, big time win in the Empire Conference for the Columbia Lions. Columbia back at it next Friday against Fordham. We'll be here. Myself, Travis Quigley, will be on the call. Want to thank my cameraman tonight, Gabe Curry, for all of his hard work. Want to thank all of you at home for sticking with us here at the World Ice Arena on the LI Sports Network. 7-2 the final score. On behalf of Gabe Curry, once again, I'm Travis Quigley saying so long.